Good morning, I'm Teresa Perrin, and this is my stock market watch list for Monday, October 10th, 2022. And I hope that I am able to load this onto YouTube as I did have issues over the weekend. So let's get started. Okay, guys, Adder came down last week and dipped below $1, and then on Friday made a move to the upside. And I want to watch for continuation of this trend as they had over a 50% drop within the last couple of weeks. Adder had never traded as long as I've been watching the stock this low. And it really went into no man's land. So it did use that $1 as support with that fake breakdown down to 98 cents and the rebound back up. And it is trying to move up again in pre-market. So I definitely have this on my radar. IMUX. Guys, they did a $60 million offering, but I believe the offering comes from existing shareholders or something different about that. And I haven't had enough time to look into it, but it is ripping in pre-market. So if you are interested in trying to play this out, obviously it's made a substantial move. So far, it's already up over $1 in pre-market. So you may want to wait for a pullback and then confirmation that of trend continuation. Or you could wait for it to run. I'm not sure what's going on with this company. But if you're looking to play the downside of it, wait till it tops out. And then you could always play puts if they even have options. Not sure. And I'm not sure the details. So do more DD before you even consider that one. Armed, guys, this is a recent reverse split that is really trying to find its bottom, which I think is probably pretty close to being in, and it's looking to try to break the trend to the upside, I believe, but it can't get through that $7 resistance and hold. So we need to see that confirmation of a breakthrough 7, and then I think we have a lot of room to run. I believe I did a video on Armed previously, so check that out. This is not a stock, guys, that you want to hold long term, though, because they are doing a reverse merger with Catheter Precision, and generally in reverse mergers, shareholders get screwed. However, I do think it is a decent opportunity to make money short term. Just this is not a stock you want to be holding long term, in my opinion. AVCT, guys, AVCT, I did a very long video on it this weekend because I have a lot of concerns that people are over leveraged. The market is red. AVCT has been red. I do think it's getting close to finding its bottom and going to go back up to fill that gap. However, is that today? I do not know, but it is definitely on my radar. And guys, I have my shares because this is a buyout and play. And if a buyout happens, I explained to you in the video how that occurs. There's no guarantees. Yes, it's high risk. So just know that going in, and please watch some of my videos on AVCT to get a better understanding. Indo, guys, this is my play of the week because if oil continues to go up, which I do believe is going to happen, then I believe that we are going to see big moves in company like Indo, Zom, Devon, Oxy. So Indo was my choice because they also are waiting on news regarding the gas that they found when they were drilling. So I do believe that Indo will have an excellent week this week. So keep an eye out on that. And again, everything goes down the tube if for some reason oil prices start to decline. Then throw that and IMPP out the window. But IMPP is suddenly starting to make a reversal from its 30-something cent bottom, guys. And it is moving to the upside. It had a great day on Friday despite the rest of the market being red. And I think that it has an opportunity to move higher and perhaps break that 50-cent mark. And who knows, it could continue on a nice run and even get past $1 again. If you go back and look at the 5-year chart, this chart has made some crazy moves. SNTI, guys, this has been quite a mover in the past couple of weeks, and I'm going to be looking for whether the play is done or whether there is trend continuation, because I don't think that it's completely done yet, and I think that it has some more move to the upside, but I want confirmation before touching it. GGE, the last few trading sessions has really been making some moves. As you can see in the past week, it's up 60.95%. Guys, I'm looking to see if this gets trend continuation as well, because if you go back in the history, this stock doesn't really hold over $2 very well, so I'm not quite sure what the deal is. Although it's been 5 years of that, it's overdue for a big breakout, which it could potentially get, which is why I'm watching it, solely watching it. I do not have a position in this at this time because I missed that big run, but it has pulled back, as you can see. So now I want to see if it can make that move to the upside and continue that trend. MPTI, guys, this was a some sort of stock split off, and kind of like what BBIG did with Tide, and it has a very, very low float from my understanding. It went up to $29 in post aftermarket on Friday. It opened very late in the day on Friday, I believe, but this is definitely worth keeping on your radar. It can make big moves up and down very quickly, so if you are going to play this, be very careful. Dave, guys, Dave, I don't know what to say about this stock because it is so undervalued at this level. It has more cash on books, but yet it keeps hitting this 50 cents and dropping back down. So is this an opportunity? Absolutely. For a substantial move, 20% to the upside, for it to hit 50 cents again. Guys, I do believe that, when things turn around, that this is a huge opportunity to make money. And I'm personally building my position in Dave for a far bigger move. I just think right now we have to ride the runs. So it is on my watch list again this week. Ford may be a short today, guys. They did get a recent downgrade. I think Ford long-term is a banger of a company, but I think short-term it's been beat up all the way down from $25 to $11.76, and it's down another 44 cents in pre-market. At some point soon, I would expect this to get a bounce, but they did downgrade this to $10. Now, we all know that, there's usually... I don't know. I don't trust those upgrades and downgrades that much. Let's just say that. So I'm watching Ford for a play in either direction personally. TMC, the metals company. Guys, this is another position I'm building out long-term in my portfolio. The government wants to switch to EV vehicles, but in order to do that, they need a lot of minerals and they need to mine a lot of things to get that. TMC is doing that through the ocean. I highly recommend you look into this company because I think it's going to be a huge opportunity to make money when it finally breaks out. And I think more and more people are starting to realize with these ocean nodules, it's pulling up and, the minerals that are in them, the opportunity that exists with this play. Indo, guys, I already said this. This is my play of the week. Sorry. Exxon, guys, this is another oil play. And look at this. This is looking at the 1-year chart. It's up 63.87%. But I drew this out because 105.57 is the 52-week high. If we break through 105.57, who knows how high this could go. So I am looking at Exxon as, is it going to be a short at 105.57 or is it going to be a long to the upside? IMUX. Guys, I have no clue what's happening with this, but it is up in the pre-market as I stated earlier. SYRS, guys, this was another recent reverse split. As you can see, it's come down and it's making an inverse head and shoulders, and I expect a bullish move to the upside with SYRS. Weber gave off a short squeeze signal last week in Ortex, and as you can see, it's trying to push through that 750. Guys, if momentum comes back into Weber, I do believe it could have a substantial run. BBIG, please watch my video regarding BBIG. It's quite simple as this, guys. They made a new announcement of a new president who has experience in... Sorry, I had a cough and I didn't want to cough in your faces. He has experience in valuations of companies, and I'm wondering if that's the reason they brought him in. Also, the chart is starting to come to an end of this consolidation, I believe, and I do think that it's ready to break out in one direction or another, so I am watching that to see which way it chooses. AVCT, guys, watch my video on AVCT. I feel like I already said this, but maybe I didn't. AVCT, I believe, is going to find its bottom very soon, and we have a nice gap filled to the upside. However, if it breaks 187, it goes to no man's land, and be careful. If it breaks 187, then you have to consider, is the risk worth it anymore, because there's no bottom from there, guys. Neuro, guys, is moving in the pre-market. I have no idea what's going on with this company, but it is definitely worth watching. See if it gets a pullback and if it's worth getting into. ADTX is also making some pre-market movement, so I definitely believe it's something worth keeping on the radar. ATXI, guys, I'm sorry. I planned to make a video on this weekend. I did hours of research on it. Quite frankly, I'm at a standstill. I do not like what they did to shareholders and think that it was a really crappy move. And for that reason, I personally will not be investing another penny in ATXI. However, I will be waiting for its next run to find a nice exit point. But there could be opportunity for those of you that have not invested in this and are interested. It does have a fairly low float, and even after the offering that's due to close tomorrow, the float will still be very small, with under 5 million shares. And I do believe, guys, that it is going to get a run at some point this week, and it's definitely worth keeping on your radar. However, before tomorrow, could it go lower? Absolutely. I don't think it goes higher than 330 unless for some reason shorts get squeezed out of it, but this is definitely worth keeping on your watch list. After I do my video on it, that will be the last one that I make, because I do not agree with the ethics of what they did to shareholders, and it really pissed me off. So guys, that's all I can say. CSCW, a lot of people have been talking about this one recently. It's another reverse split. Guys, I know nothing about it other than the fact that it is trying to make some moves in pre-market. But again, another reverse split. I don't know if it came down before, but something that you may want to keep on your radar. ILAG. Okay, I'm going to end it with ILAG because I did way more than I planned to, but there was a lot of things I wanted to address. So ILAG, guys, has been in an uptrend, and I believe that it's going to have a massive breakout. As you saw at the end of the day Friday, it started to, and I think it's a continuation. So I will be watching for that. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great